Hello everyone, I'm going to be doing a crystal haul video, you would say. I was originally going to do this outside because I wanted the sunshine to show off the crystals, but it's very windy, so it's just going to pick up more wind than me talking, and that's not going to be the best of videos. So I'm going to start right into it. The first piece I got, I actually received this for free from the stall, is this Rainbow Moonstone. I got these crystals from Stone Age Ireland and Parkland Rocks. They're both native to Northern Ireland. And then I got this Amazonite. This piece I did pay for myself. I really like this piece. It kind of reminds me of turquoise. Then moving on to my quartz pieces. I have this hematite quartz, and I got this quartz because it reminded me of Drogon from Game of Thrones. But if you can see, you can kind of see how the quartz hasn't fully grown and it's not covering the hematite. It's very deep and looks very dusty, even though it's not dusty at all. It does have a few rainbows, but I'm not sure the lighting's gonna pick it up. But I do have my lamp on and I have my blind open. If I turn the light off, then you just get, it's not the best. Then the next piece of quartz I have is this piece. This is called Rooster Tail quartz or amphibole quartz. And this has, I think my piece has chlorite growing in there. That's that green. And it's quite cloudy, which is really cool. Next piece of quartz I have is this one. This is chlorite quartz, quartz with chloride inclusions. It's very blue, and I've never seen a quartz piece with blue inclusions. That's really pretty. Mica in there too. It has some cracks, but you can't feel it on the outside. If you hear any fizzling or any noises in the background, it's my cat. Both of them are in here, but my female's awake and my little boy is fast asleep. Next, I got this piece of quartz. I can't remember if this is Arkansas or Madagascar, but another name for this quartz point cluster is called a starburst quartz because of the way it grows up, and the points are quite clear. I will say I have done this video twice now. I did it on my phone, and I'm doing it on a bigger device now. I'm doing it on my tablet. It's showing the crystals so much better now. I can really show you them. So that is a starburst quartz, and it's called that because it shoots out all different directions. I think it's from Madagascar. And then I got this piece. This is a double terminated red hematite quartz. So it's just red hematite. It's just like this one, except it's just grown differently. And double terminated is 2 ends. So it's grown at 2 ends. And then I have this side here that's just it's kind of like a peachy color, but I don't know if it's showing up on the camera. But it's very lovely. This piece does not have any rainbows inside, but it's grown in a really cool way. And the seller, I got this one from Parkland Rocks. I thought my other cat was coming in there, my 13-year-old, but She told me that it kind of reminded her of a rocket. It does kind of look like a rocket. This is the rocket, and then this is the trail of smoke. The next quartz I purchased is this one. This is a geode. A geode is a rock that you can find, and then they take a hammer and they break it. And I got this one. This one is very crystal clear. I was gonna keep little rings in here, but I keep this one right here. And I think my older kitten, likes to jump up there, so I think if I put anything in here, it's just going to get knocked down. The rings or anything, not the actual crystal itself. It's too heavy. And then the final quartz piece I purchased is this. This is a quartz geode. And looks like a flowery Belfast bat to me. Belfast bat, for those of you who are not from Northern Ireland, is basically a huge flowery bun. It's covered in flour, and a lot of people use it for burgers and hot dogs and stuff like that. It's really popular during Easter and the 12th of July. So you break it open, and as you can see, this one's more like a snowy white, while the other one is more crystal. Whenever this was, I think, the cheapest thing I purchased for the size, whenever I purchased this, I thought I was only getting half of it, but I saw the owner putting both of these in, and I'm like, wow, you get both of them? And then he goes, yeah, it's a full geode, because I've so used to seeing one being sold. So that's really cool, but I keep it displayed like this. This would make really good like bookends or something like that. Really like that. Okay, moving on to, I got some amethyst next. Yes, let me show you my amethyst. First piece, I'm not sure if this is amethyst or spirit quartz, but they're both similar anyway. This is what it looks like. It looks like a cactus to me. It's really beautiful. Unfortunately, the lighting is kind of washing it out a bit. It's a little bit more purple in real life. It makes it looking a little bit more grey. And it's just terrible. Don't know if that's gonna help anyway. Kind of a little bit better. Using my LED torch as a light. But yeah, that is my amethyst, one piece of amethyst. And then I have this piece of amethyst. This one is a lot deeper. Again, amethyst and rose quartz tend to get washed out on camera, I've noticed. But this is a very deep grape jelly kind of color, and I've never had an amethyst that's so tightly packed like this. This is called Druzy, where clusters are really small and they're really close together, and it makes it look sparkling, while you have other amethyst pieces like this. They're more points, so I'm not used to this one. That makes sense. Let me turn on my torch to see if, yeah, it's washing it out even more, but you can see the sparkle, at least. And then the final amethyst piece I purchased is this. This is called Jacobina amethyst, or black amethyst, if you want to be less formal. And it's just like a huge point. Well, it's not really yeah, I would say it is a point, but it's incredibly, incredibly dark. You can see a few rainbows in there, as you can see. And there are a few see some red spots in there too. It's a really beautiful stone. I really like it a lot. The guy I got this from, he said it comes from Brazil, and it's either, he either got 6 of these, 4 of these, but they were one of the rare ones that they found. Then I got 3 pieces of smoky quartz. I got these 2 little tiny pieces of smoky quartz. These are both Arkansas quartz points, and the distinctive thing about Arkansas points are, when it comes to rose quartz or clear quartz or smoky quartz, they're very clear, so they're quite rare, I would say. It's kind of weird finding a naturally clear smoky quartz, or naturally clear quartz in general. That's what this one looks like. I'm trying to show you, I don't care if I look washed out, this is all about the crystals. But I got this one, and I also got this one here. Really pretty piece. I'm trying to make sure that I don't shine the LED light in your face, because that won't be very pleasant. I actually got both of these for free. I was going to pay for these, but the co-owner, Parkland Rocks, actually gave these to me. But I will talk a little bit more about the companies at the end of the video, because I actually, like I said, I recorded this, and what I do is I record my videos and I put them on private, and then I will upload them whenever I see fit. And I talked about both of the companies at the beginning, and whenever I was rewatching it, I was thinking in my head, just start the video. And yeah, if I get bored, if I want my video to speed up, then I'm going to redo it. And the final smoky quartz piece I have is this Smoky Celestial. And this is a double, so it's a twin. And a Smoky Celestial is a quartz that has grown perfectly on the outside, but it cracks and it falters inside, and so it causes all of these striations, inclusions, rainbows. It can sometimes cause, what are they called? Anhydrous, which are little water bubbles that form inside the crystal. They are very rare though. So this is what this looks like. How pretty is that? So that is my Smoky Celestial. Then I got 2 pieces of rose quartz. I was going to show you my labradorite, but I'll show you that one a little bit later on. The first piece I got is this sphere, and they do come with a free stand, so remember whenever I was never interested in spheres, and now it's all I love. But rose quartz and I just don't really, yeah, the camera's making it look really washed out. I'm not even going to try and use the LED for this one, but it's a very, yeah, the natural lighting's making it look more true to color in real life, but rose quartz and I just don't find it all that, doesn't resonate with me. So whenever I do find any piece of rose quartz that I am drawn to, I will pick it up, because it's not every day that I'm attracted to it. So this does have a few inclusions of mica. I'm not sure if you can see, there you go, you can see that. That's mica. So that's really nice. I will do a video on fake crystals soon. And what I mean by that, I mean glass, not citrine versus heated amethyst or anything like that. I mean glass being passed off as an actual crystal. And then I have this one. Now this one looks really washed out in comparison to this one, I think. But this is a free form, and a free form is a rough piece of crystal, any type of crystal, that's just been taken from the earth and polished, and then it's been flattened on the bottom so it can stand. This piece, I've been sleeping with this piece an awful lot. It's really cold. I really, really enjoy it. It's wonderful. I never slept with a large crystal before, so I've been sleeping with this for the past week, so I really enjoy it. This does have a few mica pieces in there too, Really, really lovely piece. I enjoy this one. The next piece that I have is this one. This is a selenite egg. Kind of looks like a shiny pickled onion to me. You know those pickled onions that every grandfather tends to eat? Yeah. I love the cat's eye effect that selenite has. Selenite's very, very delicate crystal, so I wouldn't put it in water at all, and I would be really careful if you have long nails or anything, because you can scrape it. I think it's a 2 on the hardness scale. I could be wrong. The next piece I have is this piece of pyrite. This, I will turn on this piece I really liked because it has cubic formations, but then on the other side it has more tightly packed druzy. So you get the best of both, I think. Pyrite's a really, really pretty stone. It's very heavy for the size of it as well because it is a metal. So it's quite weighty. Next, this is not a crystal, this is a piece of petrified wood. So I have this side which is more of a matte, and then this side which is incredibly shiny. And then the edge is of course natural wood. But petrified wood is made the same way obsidian is, where lava will heat up wood really quickly, and then it'll cool it down very quickly, so it hardens very fast. But then they just polish it up a bit. I really like this one. It would make a really nice little stand for another crystal, or like a coaster or something. I'm not going to use it as a coaster just in case, but I think it would be really nice as a coaster or something like that, or a finishing, instead of marble, petrified wood or something. That'd be cool. Then I have a piece of apophyllite. This is a unique piece to me anyway. I'm not really used to seeing pieces like this. I'm used to seeing the pieces that are shaped like pyramids or squares, but this is what this one looks like. Looks really cool to me. It reminds me of something and I can't remember. But it's also like a lovely bluey kind of color too. The matrix in the back is kind of blue as well. That's really nice. The next one I have, which is one that's already been broken. Luckily for me, I have the power of super glue and I fixed it. It is this. This is a Mookaite Jasper Dragon Skull. Looks really cool. Mookaite Jasper, I think it comes from Australia, I think. But it's a really unique looking jasper because it can grow completely yellow, it can grow completely pink or completely purple, or like this one where you have all different colors molded into one. So she broke it right here, right there. So, but I managed to fix it, so I don't really mind, I can always replace a crystal, I can't replace her, She's a very unique little girl. She's my special baby. She's sleeping really oddly too. She's sleeping with her back up, with the lower half of her body. That's strange. Next piece I have is this Botswana agate slice, and has a lot of lines. What I like about this piece, this is a natural piece as well. Dyed agates give me a headache, which is kind of odd, but this is what this piece looks like. Kind of looks like a piece of wood to me, especially when with this edge. It's really, really nice. Nearly finished. Then I have this piece of epidote. This is a tiny little green stone. It kind of looks like a landscape. So this part kind of looks like a mountain, and then these little white lines look like streams. It kind of looks like a tiny island nublar. That brachio scene was, I still haven't got over it to this day. Next I have a piece of malachite. Malachite A lot of pieces are carved into boxes and animals. I've seen a lot of malachite cats, a lot of malachite frogs and elephants and things like that. So you can find a piece like that and then snatch it up. So really gorgeous. I remember I got this from Stone Age Ireland, and the lady that sold like I went to her back in November, December, she told me about raw malachite to always wash your hands after touching it because it contains iron, iron oxide, that's what makes it green. And so if you touch it and then don't wash your hands and you feed your animals, feed yourself, you could poison yourself. So keep that in mind when buying raw malachite. Then I have this piece of lapis lazuli. So I have this piece which is a really deep blue with some pyrite, and then on the other side is just more pyrite and white. But sodalite and lapis are the same crystal. The difference is lapis has pyrite in it. So if this didn't have the pyrite, this would be sodalite. So then I have this piece, which is a really, really cool. I like this one, considering I don't care for the polished version. This is ruby and fuchsite. And it's very shiny, it's really flaky and brittle. It kind of feels like a really dry piece of driftwood to me. It's really, really flaky. And it has some ruby in there. It kind of reminds me of kyanite with, you know how kyanite blades, you know how blades are very flashy? See that flash? Like they're kind of reflective. It's similar to this as well. Really, really cool looking, really thin as well, thin pieces. Beautiful color. There's a piece right there. It's just a lovely deep green. The camera's not picking it up. Is this gonna help? No, it makes it look silver. Then I have 3 pieces of fluorite. I have this piece of deep purple fluorite. It's a little bit brighter in real life, but this piece of fluorite, this is more of a striped fluorite. It's purple and white. And then I have this little tiny, well not tiny, but this little plate, kind of shaped like a heart almost. And this part kind of looks like it has a hole in it. But every time I get something online and the person's kind enough to give something to me for free, they always give me fluorite. More specifically, they always give me green fluorite. So I always find that interesting. I'm nearly done. I only have 4 more crystals to show you. Next I have this piece. This is a green opal, also known as the poor man's opal. And this comes with a stand also. Opal is really expensive. It's a gem, not a crystal. Gems are sapphires, rubies, diamonds. They're a little bit rare to come by. They're polished and everything, worn, while crystals are quartz and rose quartz and amethyst and stuff like that. So this is a crystal, so that's why it's a little bit less expensive. But the owner of Parkland Rocks brought in a few spheres, and she brought in a couple of green opals. And I picked this one out because it had these little crevices on the inside that really sparkle. Don't know if you can see that sparkle, but you can kind of see it. But I really like it. The back of it kind of looks like a planet. And then finally, whoopsie daisies, that rolled there, I got some labradorite. I got 3 pieces of labradorite. I got a little egg. This one is quite subtle. As you can see, it has slightly subtle dark blue in there. Even the light isn't really. There's a green piece, green flash. And then I have this Pringle, shaped like a Pringle. It's really pretty. This has more aqua, some dark blue, has some purples in there. What got me were these lines. So let me show you. Oh, there we go. This has purple and orange in there. Again, some purple, some orange. Purple's the rarest color you can find in Labradorite, and I only have 3 pieces, including that. That's how rare purple is. And then the final piece, and the one I love the most, is this piece. This is again a Labradorite freeform, where they take a raw piece of Labradorite, polish it up, all that stuff. There's a little bit of blue, dark blue. The back here has some flashes. Oh, is that a purple? No. Got a little bit hopeful there. So let me, hopefully oh wow, flashy. Really beautiful. So quickly, both Parkland Rocks and Stone Age Ireland are on Facebook. So if you're from Northern Ireland, check them out, look at their Facebook page. I'll tell you where they are, because they do travel. Parkland Rocks do have a showroom, but you need to make an appointment, so keep that in mind. You can't just walk in. And so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you check out these crystal vendors if you are from Northern Ireland or the Republic of Ireland, or if you're visiting Northern Ireland or Republic of Ireland, then you know where to go. Thank you for watching, thank you for following. Hopefully the lighting was decent in this one. I'm a lot happier with this video this time around, so I'm actually going to upload it. So thank you for watching, thank you for following, and I will see you in my next one. Bye everyone.